Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will be talking to you about how to use the PathFollow3d in Godot game engine. So yeah, let's get started. So first I have done some basic setup. Now this setup I have already explained in my previous video, like how to use the Path3d node along with grid map. So if you have not watched that video, make sure you watch that, because I will be using that as a starting point for this particular tutorial. So if you see, let me quickly explain it to you. I have created this mesh library so that I can draw this particular things on my grid map, this blue color thing which you see. And inside this parent node I have just taken one environment, directional light, CSG box 3d, grid map, camera 3d, and one path 3d along with this polygon 3d nodes as well. So yeah, that's all there is to it. Then let's get started. So first you need to take a path 3d node as a child of a PathFollow3d as a child of path 3d, right? So I'll just take PathFollow3d. Then we can just rename it whatever you feel like. I'll just rename it as enemy. Then we'll just disable the looping property because I want to run it only once, so that is completely up to you. Then we need to add mesh instance 3d as a child of PathFollow3d. I'll just add mesh instance 3d. Then I'll just select the mesh, and here I'll just add it as capsule mesh. So if I just zoom in, I'm not sure if you guys can see it. So here you can see this is the capsule mesh which we have added. Then let's just select the capsule mesh over here. Let's make the radius as 1. Let's make the height as 3. Then let's make the radial segment, 64 is fine, and the rings 8, this is also fine. Then we can just scroll to the transform property, and here let's just make y as 1.5 so that our capsule shape is above the ground. Then right click on our enemy node, and here we'll just make it as save branches scene. Then we'll just save it. Okay, I'll just go to this node, command S to save. I'll just come over here, then go to the enemy scene. Sorry. And here inside transform we can just reset this rotation. Then we'll just attach one script to this as well. And here I'll just write some code. So I'll just quickly do export var speed equal to 5. Alright, then here I'll just add this on ready annotation as well. On ready var base equal to get underscore tree dot get first node in group, and here I'll just pass it as base. I'll explain you where later on about this, where we need to add this node in group as base. Then let's go to the process function, and here we just do progress plus equal to delta into speed. Alright, and if progress underscore ratio is equal to 1.0, then we just do base dot take damage. Now this particular function of take damage we have not defined, we'll just define it in a bit. Then let's go back to our 3d node, come back to node 3d, and so here we'll just take one node 3d. We'll just rename it as base. We'll just select Path3d, and here we'll just check the last points. So just select over here points, right? What are the last points? So it is minus 18.04 and minus 14.117. So I'll just come over here So here plus 14.117, right? Yeah, so it will go to the very end. So if you see again, let me quickly check our path. Plus 14.117, right? I'll just copy this. Sorry about the background noise. So I'll just paste it over here. Okay, then we'll just add a CSG cylinder 3D, CSG cylinder 3D in base, and we'll just keep the radius as 2 and we'll keep the height as 4. Then go to transform, go to Y position as 2 as well. Then let's scroll down again. Hold on, let's go to material, click on standard material, sorry, not ORM, standard material 3D, click on this and give it some albedo color. Just scroll down, come over here, I'll just give it E20005, so kind of like a red color. Then click on base again, right click, save branches scene, and I'll just save it. Command dash to save. Then I'll just come over here, I'll attach one script to this as well. Then here I'll just define one function called take damage, func take underscore damage, and here I'll just define it as void. Then here I'll just define one print function. You can write whatever you damage taken. Command is to save. Now here just select the base, go to node, click on groups, click on this plus button, and here you can name it whatever. We need to name it base. Okay, make it as global as well. Click on save. Alright, then I can just run this. So I have already selected the parent scene, and here you can see once our enemy touches our base node, will print out the damage taken print statement. So here you can see it is going through that particular path. So here you can see damage taken, it is printing on multiple times. So yeah, that's all there is to it, to this particular PathFollow 3D. So if you have any questions, do let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye.